5, 16, 19, 21, 33, and 10. Check results. You remember?
Let's just get Adam22 off the internet now. I don't like it. It's too much. Have your thing, sure. But, the way you're broadcasting, it's getting a bit too much now. It's forceful. What happened to consent? I want consent before being told you're in a personal lives non-stop. Like, it's just too much, man. It'd be the equivalent of if, like, Prince Charles had the same fetishes as Adam22. That's how I feel about it. It's like Prince Charles, stop. Because it's just in your face, non-stop, and it's just like there is something else going on. I don't know how much money he's making off this, because there's a difference between, right, that being your thing and that being your thing, and you like playing into it in this way that just doesn't even seem realistic. Like the Ada going on Ada Ross stream and everything he said on there, and just like, it's just like, man, if you don't know, honestly, I just said earlier, like, if you didn't know about the Nair video, the hair removal thing, honestly, your life must just be joyous. So if you don't know about this, honestly, just try keep going and live your life. But Adam22, like, he was like No Jumper podcast guy. I don't know if he still makes them. I feel like he had accusations about him about something, I don't know. And now, like, his claim to fame, what he's clinging on to is just the fact that he lets other people pork his wife, and like, it's just a non-stop. We're watching like the I saw Shits and Gigs. I don't listen to their podcast, but I saw one of that podcast come off my YouTube feed, and it was titled Rock Bottom Has a Basement. And guess what? I think Adam22 is living down there, because I don't even know what else to say. Maybe they was actually talking about him on there. That would actually make sense, because I didn't watch it, but there's a good chance that's what they was talking about. It was probably just people, because I know they do a lot of like people emailing in their problems and stuff. So maybe it was someone, just a random person, but it fits well for Adam. I don't. And the reason why it's rock bottom is because it's like, it's not just the simple fact that that's what you're into, that's what you're doing. It's probably going to lead to a fragile marriage at some point. But like, who would not be, like, you could not be surprised if that relationship was still going on in like 2 years, even, like Shirley, like, don't call me Shirley, but like, no, Shirley not. But yeah, it's not even the act of it. It's just the way, like, how he's going about it. It's like, I feel like I'm watching a soul die, man. I feel like I'm watching death. Show me a beheading video or, Adam22 talk. I can't tell the difference. They're both a guy dying, and that's the tea. That's the tea. Because it's not like it just happened and he mentioned it once and then we move on. It's constant, and we're getting different POV interviews from each different person's point of view from like the experience, and it's just like a whole thing now where it's kind of just like he's gonna find new ways to embarrass himself and make himself the butt of the jokes just so he can keep trending on Twitter. And it's like, is trending on Twitter even that profitable? Speaking of profits, what's that whole thing with like people showing like fake amounts of money they're getting paid from Twitter? Because I think obviously most of the ones I've seen is just ridiculous amounts of money where they're not real. It's like £17 billion just got paid from Twitter. But like, I don't know where this started or where this originated from. So do you actually get paid from Twitter? Because I know I saw one guy's tweet, a football Twitter account, and he hit like a certain amount of followers, and he'd been doing it for a while. And you just, football Twitter, it's just tweeting tweets about football. And then in the tweet, and this was like months ago, he said, thanks for like this having many thousand followers. It's felt great that I managed to quit my job and be able to tweet full time. Or it was a music Twitter account, but like, well, I've been able to quit my job and do this full time. And I was just like, what? Full, you get any money from Twitter? Any money from? I did not know for tweeting. For tweeting money, Twitter for tweeting. Sorry, that's crazy. I didn't know that. And I guess it's not confusing how it works. It'll just be like ads or something, like anything else that go up on your page or whatever or something. but you're getting paid for it. I don't know if it's like good. It's probably better than TikTok, because anything's better than TikTok. But because obviously you can get paid on Instagram. Those are obvious. It's like, hey, look, I got this new, this and that, hashtag ad or whatever. TikTok the same. And TikTok, I mean, yeah, TikTok, if you're getting paid by like a company telling you to promote a product, that's the thing. The Twitter people who make money from Twitter, this is what I don't get. I understand them having a big account and a brand saying, hey, can you tweet about this? But I mean, just the app itself giving out money for them posting their own tweets, like its own ad revenue, which is crazy because how is Twitter making money? You know, how does Twitter make money? YouTube makes money from the ads and stuff. And I know Twitter will be making money from the ads. So I guess if you're getting a high number, but if a lot of people are viewing your tweets, how is that making Twitter more money? Because it's being shown more, I guess. I don't know. I wish I'm curious to how much like you actually do make from Twitter, and how comparable that is. I want to see a flowchart, bar graph, color coded. I want to see Facebook in there. I want to see Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I want to see a little bar graph. I want to see sort of a little. I want to see a little bit of line graph in there. I want to see different versions. I want to see a little pie chart. Show me all three. I want to, and I want to know how comparable they are. And maybe even relatively speaking as well, because like 100k, like 2 million views on a tweet is a lot easier than 2 million views on a video. So to compare it and say, oh, the 2 million viewed video makes way more than the 2 million viewed tweet, wouldn't be a fair assessment, because they're not the same achievement if you were to look at it actually on the level playing field, relatively speaking. So maybe relatively speaking, 2 million views on a tweet would actually be more like 100k views in a video. Someone would have to work that out for me. I need some mathematicians, and I'm not paying them, so I'm never going to know. Cat's meowing. Cat's doing that thing that cats do. I ain't here for it. But that's something. Oh, let me get the lappy. The lappy toe. I need a haircut probably, don't I? Yeah, go on then. Ugh, Onana's going to United. Doesn't that just make you sick unless you're a United fan? I don't know. I kind of like it when United just failed, and I've actually think that's a decent signing. I can't lie to myself and pretend that I haven't liked Mason Mount and hasn't been my favourite player for the last 2 years. So obviously, I think that's a half decent signing, and also just handled the fact that we have Kepa, and I like Kepa enough, but he has got little arms and he has a lot of long shots in, and I wouldn't say no to Onana being at Chelsea, another black goalie, after having Mendy. But again, I feel like Onana is a similar thing to Kepa, a good shot stopper who's good with the ball at his feet, but has got little arms. God, it sounds like the cat saying hello, and it was really freaking me out, man. You know what, I'm gonna go get him. I'm like a famous person who doesn't show their kids on, who doesn't show their children on Facebook, wherever they hide it with like an emoji. It's like, that's all you get. No! Damn it, you saw nothing. But yeah, I'm like them. It's like, if you don't want to show your kids on social media, how about just don't show a photo of them, or do? Because what is this like whole blacked out face from like they're criminals? Just show them or don't. If you don't want to show them, cool. But like, it's not exactly like it's this nice family photo that everyone's got like different weird emojis over their faces or whatever. It's just like, I get it. I'm just being that guy who complains about everything. That doesn't need to be complained about. Just trying to. I guess that's what this is, right? What else is this? That's what we do here. That's the format. Hey, right? What day is it today? It's crazy when you don't know that. It's probably a bit worrying when you don't know that what day it is. It sort of suggests an unscheduled life, because usually work will let you know or school or whatever it is will be telling you kind of day. I have no clue. I barely know what year we're in. I get that wrong half the time. And it's been like this. I've been living in this limbo for years, but you know what? I think I kind of like it. Time is nothing. It's sort of just this. It's just this. Time feels more like a theory at the moment. than the actual thing that's been happening. I feel like the last 2 years could have been the last 5 years or the last 1 year. Like, I don't know. That was like a genuine thought that I just came to, like, the acknowledgement of, like, wow. Because I feel like I've kind of felt like this since, like, maybe, like, 2019. That was, like, 4 years ago. But the last 4 years, I really do feel like 2. But at the same time, if you told me there were 6, I would believe 6 as well, because it also feels really long ago. Just got told to shut the fuck up. Fair. I'm chatting shit. I think you're hungry, aren't you? I'll feed you. Although you do feel quite meaty already, but you are ginger, and I guess, you know, I wouldn't say that. I mean, fat ginger cat, you know, it's not exactly. It's not a crime, you know. It'd be fitting the sort of stereotypical nature. That's something. That's another thing to complain about. That's not even worth complaining about. But people who get like a ginger cat and name it like Garfield or something, you know, Thomas O'Malley. They get like a dog and name it Marley, or they get a cat which has like black paws and call it Socks. It's like, grow up. What are you doing? It's like having a son and calling him like John Smith, and your last name is Smith. You just want to give him the most predictable, boring name ever. Like, you know. Although technically, I don't think I've ever met someone whose last name is Smith. So how common is it really? I've met a lot of Mohammeds. Says truly from the area I grew up in, it'd be less like John Smith and more like Muhammad Ahmed. But yeah. Remember when they said it was going to call Big Ben Big Mohammed? And on that bombshell.
With the kids, and I've got 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet. Like,